Happy holidays, everyone. It is our final show of 2016 as we welcome you to Monday Night Raw, live in Chicago. 12,708 WWE fans on hand tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Commissioner of Monday Night Raw, Stephanie McMahon.
Hello again, everybody. Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves as Stephanie makes her way to the ring. And guys, Braun Strowman destroyed everyone in his path last week because he was upset that Sami Zayn lasted 10 minutes with him at the Roadblock pay-per-view event. Strowman wants Sami Zayn.
Listen, I hope everybody got exactly what they wanted for Christmas, but more than that, I hope Sami Zayn's in the building tonight so Braun finally gets what he wants.
I gotta wonder, after seeing what Braun Strowman is capable of, does Sami still want a piece of Braun Strowman?
Good evening, Chicago! Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and welcome to Monday Night Raw!
I think she's pandering a bit. Slightly.
Now, Mick Foley had a very, very busy Christmas, so I have given him a well-deserved night off. So if you guys could keep that up for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'd last 1 second longer than Punk did. But back to tonight. Let's get Raw started in the biggest...
Well, if you wanted to start Raw off in a big way, how about the man?
The architect, Seth Rollins. It was Rollins teaming with Roman Reigns last week in a tag team main event against Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens before he became a piece of the Strowman destruction.
We know Seth Rollins loves getting under the skin of Stephanie McMahon. We're seeing another example of that right now.
Merry Christmas, Chicago. And Merry Christmas to you. I know, they like me more than they like you. What can I say? But I wanted to come out here and say Merry Christmas to you as well. I mean, I hope your holidays were good. Spent time with the family, with Triple H. How was everything?
Thank you for asking. I kind of burnt the roast a little bit, but...
Did you get the family everything they wanted? Did you get Triple H's new leather jacket? Did you get him his NXT jammies? I know you're a good, loving wife, so I'm sure you've got him all that he wanted, but did you give him what he needs? Did you give him his manhood back? Because look, I don't know what exactly you've got in your purse, whether it's his snowballs or the whole Yule log, but you gotta give it back to him, Steph. Please, you're gonna ruin the man's legacy.
Seth, the thing is, when you go low, I go high. Okay? And so does my husband, Triple H. And you may not understand this, but Triple H is the chief operating officer of WWE.
Oh, okay, you know what? And he used to be one of the baddest dudes walking around here. This time last year, I don't know if you remember, but he was primed to enter the Royal Rumble and win the world title for the 14th time. And now this year, I'm coming out here, I'm calling him out left and right. Triple H, where you at? Where you at? I'm begging you to come through here. I'm begging you to come through there. I'm begging you to walk down that ramp. But no, his wife has got him all suit and tied up in his little office, or maybe at home with the kids, sitting by the fireplace, and he's gonna be remembered as the biggest coward of all time. You wanna ruin a legacy like that, Steph?
Seth, I am not my husband's keeper, okay? My husband is more of a champion than you will ever be.
Look, we don't gotta go through this. I know he's not here. I know you don't want him here, but I came to Chicago for a fight. And I got some business to tend to because last week, Braun Strowman stuck his nose in my business, so I came out here tonight to ask you for a match against Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
That's not Braun Strowman, it's the big dog.
And another man who was also a victim of the Rage Parade, courtesy of Braun Strowman last week.
United States champion Roman Reigns.
It's not too often you see anybody manhandle the big dog like Braun Strowman did last week.
As Strowman taking out both Rollins and Reigns.
Let me guess, Roman, you came out here because you want Braun Strowman too, right? After what he did last week? Am I right?
Either way, Strowman made a big mistake last night. Strowman made a big mistake last week, so he deserves the big fight. That's exactly what I'm here for. To fight.
Hey, look, big dog. You want Braun Strowman, you're gonna have to get to the back of the line. I asked for Strowman first.
I say you just step out of the side. How about that?
You want me to step aside for you? I'm not stepping aside for you, all right?
Well, how about I just skip your whole little line? I head to the back right now. I find Strowman, I teach him a lesson. How about that, huh?
You're gonna go to the back and teach Strowman a lesson. Or if you're gonna go back there and find him, maybe I'll go back there with you. We'll teach Strowman a lesson the way we used to teach people lessons.
They seem to like it. I don't mind it, but I say we go the whole way. I say we beat his ass back there, drag him all the way out here, load him up Shield style, and we powerbomb him through that table over there, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to do. Just like we did to the Wyatts, just like we did to Evolution.
Yeah.
We'll run everyone down here.
Yeah,
we'll
let's do it! Yeah! Well, okay, fine. I mean, maybe not with me, right? But SmackDown Live does happen to be in this same building tomorrow night, which means a certain lunatic fringe might be in the area. I mean, what do you guys say for one night only right here in Chicago? Should we get the gang back together? Should we? Should we reunite the Shield? What do you say, Roman? One night only, reunite the Shield. What do you say, Seth? What do all of you say, Chicago? Well, that's too bad, because it ain't gonna happen. You're too easy, really. I mean, come on. It's like the old But I will tell you what, Seth, you're looking for a fight so badly. Well, you got it tonight against the man who annihilates everything in his path, including you, Braun Strowman. And you, Roman, you've been wanting to defend the United States Championship so badly. Well, you're gonna have your chance tonight against an opponent of my choosing. And speaking of championship matches, well, we've got one to kick off Monday Night Raw right now. It's a tag team championship rematch.
Oh, Chicago! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
The tag team championship rematch, this is huge.
Calm down over there, Booty.
Can't help it, I feel it. The POP.
The New Day looks to regain the Raw Tag Team titles from Cesaro and Sheamus. It's live next on Monday Night Raw.
Bootios for everyone.
1,708 on hand in Chicago to see if the New Day can regain their tag team titles. The Swiss Superman.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Making their way to the ring, the team of Sheamus and Cesaro.
It was 8 nights ago at the Raw exclusive pay-per-view event. Roadblock, end of the line. Where it was the end of the line for the 483-day tag team title reign, the historic reign of the New Day, defeated by Sheamus and Cesaro.
It's hard to believe that just a few months ago, these two were beating the guts out of each other, and now, you just said it, Sheamus and Cesaro, your Raw Tag Team Champions.
What's almost harder to believe was that Sheamus and Cesaro actually beat New Day at their own game, outsmarting the former tag team champions.
Sheamus sent out a tweet earlier this week that said, "This fella, Cesaro, is growing on me like a fungus." Welcome to day number 8 of our tag team reign.
Well, Sheamus and Cesaro, they're not always in the same car, but they find a way to reach the right destination.
Sheamus and Cesaro know that tonight, if they have any chance of retaining their tag team championship, they're going to have to be on the same exact page throughout the entire contest, because New Day is ready and looking to win back their gold.
And it's all about hashtag tag team titles. You want to discuss this matchup on social media. So an interesting pairing. We spoke to the New Day earlier today, Corey. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston going to work this matchup for New Day, looking for the speed and quickness factor against the champions.
An interesting strategy. I don't know if it's the wisest. I don't know how you'd ever want to discount Big E and the power game that he brings.
To that point, I spoke to Xavier earlier as well, and he said, look, we're looking at this like it's a brand new season.
Xavier Woods to Sheamus. Here's the cover, looking to regain the titles, and a kick out.
That might be the right strategy, Byron. Look at it like a new season. You have a bad game, you shrug it off, and you move forward.
And here's Kofi Kingston out. Oh, the double team, and down goes the Celtic Warrior. And Xavier Woods with the sliding clothesline. Big elbow. Wow. Another big elbow. The New Day is rolling. Splash by Kofi, and a kick out.
A little shock and awe here in the early going of this matchup for the New Day.
Very impressive. Rapid-fire offense from Kofi and Woods to start things off.
Xavier Woods tweeting out, back on the road to being tag team champions tonight. I got to go to my happy place. And this is Cesaro now in up the tag. And Kofi Kingston and scissors to Cesaro. Down goes Cesaro. Drop kick, drives Cesaro to the corner.
You're seeing right here the mindset of the New Day, understanding we've got to prove ourselves all over again. Start from scratch.
And an interesting week for both of these teams. Remember, guys, on Raw last week, these two teams actually teamed up to win an 8-man tag team chip.
Hey, think back to after New Day lost their tag team titles. Look, they admitted, Cesaro and Sheamus, you guys were the better team. They manned up.
Look at this rapid-fire assault from Woods and Kofi. My goodness.
JBL once coined this the Unicorn Stampede. Oh, there's Kofi right into Cesaro. And Cesaro and Sheamus have been able to muster no offense. And Woods off the leg drop. Wraps the arm, hooks the leg, and a kick out by Cesaro at 2.
Got to be impressed with New Day. Coming out of the gate 100 miles an hour, very effective to this point.
Oh, what an uppercut by Cesaro, flooring Woods.
My goodness.
You have to imagine the mindset of the New Day, too, coming off the 483-day tag team title reign. How do you get yourself refocused? And Sheamus taking advantage.
Wow.
And just like that, the tag team champions have taken over. Can they retain the gold here live on Raw? And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus and Cesaro defending the tag team titles against Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston of the New Day. And Sheamus with a cheap shot that knocks Kofi off the apron.
Sheamus and Cesaro able to weather the early storm by the challengers.
Yeah, look at that, Xavier trying to make the tag. Nobody's home.
And here's Cesaro, who is now the legal man. Double team. There's the Irish curse backbreaker. And a big knee from Cesaro. Woods may be out. Cover. Kick out at 2. Cesaro can't believe Woods was able to kick out there. It has been all Sheamus and Cesaro since before the commercial break when they took over the matchup. And this is how it happened. As we take a look now at this double team.
Great tag team continuity between the champions.
Corey, you can see the improvement each and every week out of Cesaro and Sheamus.
What impressed me most was even though there was some contact between Cesaro and Sheamus, Sheamus shrugged it off, knew it wasn't personal, it was the cost of doing business. That's what it takes to be an effective tag team. Oh my goodness!
Woods with a tornado DDT as he slides through the second rope.
We saw Xavier kind of glance over, realize he still has no one else to tag, so he realized he had to do something on his own, and it worked.
Take a look at this. Insane DDT. The Woods has to realize New Day has to get Cesaro and Sheamus back in the ring to win the tag team titles. The champion's advantage is in effect.
Xavier on the move, trying to crawl. Now Kofi Kingston available, but Sheamus right there to stop him.
Woods tag. Here's Kingston. Shoulder to the gut of Sheamus. Kofi Kingston, the high flyer, top rope.
More of the innovation that New Day's bringing.
Kofi Kingston, you see showing off the holiday colors, maybe a belated Christmas gift if they can regain the tag team titles.
And Kingston launches himself into Cesaro. But Sheamus going to make Kofi Kingston pay. Went for the backbreaker again. Kingston, though.
Incredible agility by Kingston.
SOS to Sheamus. Isn't enough to regain the tag team titles? Got him, no! 2.5.
Oh, so close, so close.
Kofi knew it, too. Kofi knew that that was his opportunity.
But Kofi can't get frustrated. He needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal.
WWE fans trying to will New Day on.
Tag made to Woods.
And Kingston and Xavier Woods. 2 kicks to Sheamus. And Sheamus 3/4 of the way across the ring. Xavier Woods to the top rope.
Xavier about to take to the air.
With the elbow to the chest. Will it be New Day's moment? Cesaro saving the matchup.
More than the matchup, Cesaro may have just saved the tag team title.
I think you're absolutely right, Corey.
Take a look at Xavier Woods flying 3/4 of the way across the ring, driving an elbow right in the sternum of the Celtic Warrior.
And again, to your point, Cesaro just in the nick of time.
Corey, we've talked about this. Xavier Woods so underrated.
Tag was made by Cesaro. I agree with you.
Rolls through now. Woods may be going swinging, though.
Uh-oh.
And now Big E up on the apron.
This is classic New Day.
Trouble in paradise. Caught. Kingston lands on the second rope. Caught again by Cesaro.
Kobe trying to get out of it.
Raw power by the Swissman.
Dumping Kobe into Big E. Woods from behind to steal the tag team titles. Almost had him.
Roaring elbow on the point of Cesaro's jaw.
Yeah, but tag was made. Woods never saw the tag made.
Gosh.
He went for the honor roll, ran into a bro kick, and Sheamus and Cesaro displaying great teamwork again.
Here are your winners and still the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro.
Guy Xavier Woods never realized the tag was made, and he paid for it.
Yeah, in the midst of chaos, Sheamus and Cesaro once again find a way to make it work.
We said at the outset, Sheamus and Cesaro were going to have to be on the exact same page if they wanted to retain their championship. And guess what, guys? They were tonight.
Valiant effort by the New Day, but Sheamus and Cesaro continue to celebrate. But guys, I guarantee you, despite what happened tonight, the New Day going to keep their power of positivity.
And New Day has no choice. Keep on rolling. Keep on fighting.
Speaking of fighting, Seth Rollins better have his fighting shoes on here in Chicago.
You think?
Because tonight, for the first time
Remember the Rumble. We are just 5 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. And you know what that means? Inside the Alamo Dome is where the road to WrestleMania officially begins.
And the Royal Rumble match itself, Byron, where the winner is guaranteed a championship opportunity at WrestleMania. 30 men will enter. We already know 2 of them. Goldberg and the man who wants revenge against him, Brock Lesnar.
Turns live next week on the first Monday Night Raw of 2017.
Just the man we were looking for. The man who last week literally decked the halls. Well, I guess you didn't literally deck the halls, but you decked people in the halls, which was appropriate, festive.
Festive holidays.
Yeah.
You know, the best part is when you flatten Reigns and Rollins with like one hand. You know, I would not want to be on the list of Strowman. Squash him down, man.
Oh boy.
What do you want?
Well, I wanted to talk to you, giant man.
Giant.
Because see, I know you're looking for competition. I've heard you tell Foley before, like, I want competition. So, the thing is, I think that once I beat Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble and retain my title, you're the next in line for an opportunity at that title.
Be careful what you wish for.
Well, thank you for that warning, but before you focus on me, though, you should probably set your sights on Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, because rumor has it that after what you did to them last week,
They were calling you out. Did you hear what they said
looking
about you
for you.
in the ring tonight? Did you hear what they said? They said they're going to cut you down like a pig nut hickory tree.
it's very specific.
Yeah. And you know what else is funny too is it's interesting because they also said that they didn't think that you were very big. They said that you're kind of like getting hit with a pillow by a child. Is kind of what they said.
Seth even said you should maybe take up CrossFit.
They said, yeah. And it's funny too because Stephanie McMahon made the match tonight of Seth Rollins versus you right here. So you got that coming. But there's a lot of rumors.
Yeah.
going
Tell
on.
him the other thing.
Yeah, there's rumors. Other rumors are that, Seth said that you're kind of a one-hit wonder. That you're all hype. Like you're the Gangnam Style of the WWE. His words, not mine. He also said that the reason why you didn't beat Sami Zayn at Roadblock was, and this is a coincidence, he said that you didn't win because you're a stupid idiot. His words, not mine, not mine. I mean, those are just rumors. Can't quote me on that, they're just rumors.
Well, rumors are crap. And so are you.
Yeah, rumors suck, man.
hate rumors.
Yeah, who needs rumors?
Never spread
Nobody's
rumors.
got time for rumors.
Yeah, no rumors.
So how about this? Bill Murray was the greatest Scrooge. You got no love for Mr. Magoo. Magoo, no! Oh,
Christmas.
what's up, Bailey?
Hey,
Bailey?
guys. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a belated Christmas present for my friend Goldust.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, can we share? Better give than receive. No, man, you're on the naughty list, dude. Come on. That's Jericho's thing.
How about a hug?
Sold. Hugs are good. Hugs are good. Oh, I'll take a hug. Hugs are great, man.
This. I wouldn't be the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship today if it wasn't for the guidance and support that I got at NXT from your dad, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I owe him everything, and I loved him very much.
I loved you too. Bailey, this is the sweetest gift anybody's ever given me. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
I'm
Christmas.
glad you like it.
Love it.
Dream.
What about the red face paint I got you? Come on, Trick. I'm gold dust.
Look what we have here. Yeah, couple of nerds.
You better be talking about the candy.
Yeah.
Playing with their little Christmas toys.
Oh, that's a cute little teddy bear.
Yeah, it's cute.
Sweetheart.
Hey, man. Bailey just gave
Hold on,
you
hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Very special. Anderson! No, that wasn't cool.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw and happy holidays, everyone in the world. Still talking about what happened 8 nights ago at the Raw exclusive pay-per-view event Roadblock End of the Line in the Iron Man match between Charlotte and Sasha for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, it was a historic match for sure that would end up in overtime. And in the process of winning the Women's Championship, Charlotte would inflict an incredible amount of punishment to Sasha Banks' leg.
Yeah, but speaking of Sasha, how about the next night showing incredible class, incredible humility, wanting to congratulate Charlotte on her victory until she was confronted by Nia Jax.
Call yourself the boss all you want. You'll never be the boss to me. You're weak. You're wounded. And above all else, you're just a little girl.
And then the cheap shot by Nia Jax. And it wouldn't end there. This was an absolutely pathetic display by Nia.
Yeah, this was just gutless, beating up a defenseless Sasha Banks.
Nia wanted to make a statement and did just that.
And this is what Sasha tweeted out a little bit earlier today about the situation with Nia Jax.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Scarlett, congratulations on making your WWE debut, but is it a wise choice to have your first match against Nia Jax?
Nia Jax or not, I'm just thrilled to be having my WWE debut in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois. The only thing that would make it better is if the woman who inspired me to get in the ring was here tonight, Sasha Banks.
Well, Scarlett certainly has a good attitude. I'm not sure about wearing that shirt.
Do you think the boss is going to take responsibility for what's about to happen to poor Scarlett?
You got to give Scarlett, well, I guess, point.
Oh my God. For bravery. Wearing the Sasha Banks t-shirt into the ring as she's now assaulted by Nia Jax.
And wearing a striped shirt does not make you a tiger.
Why on earth would you want to provoke this woman after you saw what Nia did to Sasha last week?
Dominant, controlling, imposing. That is Nia Jax.
Oh, what a splash. Nia likes to hurt people.
Maybe Scarlett was naive enough to think that the luck of Chicago would rub off tonight like it did on the Cubs this year.
There's no luck when you're in there with Nia Jax.
Oh, especially after a move like that. Nia Jax decimating Scarlett. Oh, Samoan drop. And the cover by Nia on Scarlett, who is now gone with the win.
Here is your winner, Nia Jax.
Cole, I expect that out of Saxton. You're better than that.
It wasn't that bad.
Next time, choose a better role model.
Oh, no! I can guarantee you the boss, Sasha Banks, is watching this.
I'm sure Sasha was watching, but if Banks is not thinking twice about her decision to encounter someone as dominant as Jax, she should start.
Sasha better be careful, because this could be in the boss's future.
Yeah, with absolute ease. Nia Jax from the get-go.
It's like watching a wrecking ball go to work. Pure demolition.
Yeah, you
got Nia Jax.
This destruction, an absolute clear message being sent from Nia Jax to Sasha Banks.
Oh. Welcome home, Scarlett.
And here's the end of the road for Miss Scarlett, crashing down.
Scarlett looked more like the White Sox than the Cubs there.
Next time, choose a better role model.
And then the final leg drop. Message sent.
No doubt, the boss watching and keeping close tabs on what that woman is capable of. Take one more look. Nia Jax making Scarlett regret her existence. Oh.
Poor Scarlett's hurt bad. And Nia Jax couldn't be happier about it.
Well, guys, speaking of happy, well, how happy was Bayley after earning a huge victory over Charlotte last week, which means Bayley is now one step closer to achieving her childhood dream of becoming Raw Women's Champion. Well, we will hear from the new #1 contender next.
From the top, so how you feeling down there? Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yes, so you better run.
Thank you.
Stephanie, look.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Chris.
Look, I'm sorry to barge into your office like this, but we're here to make an official complaint against Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
See, at Roadblock, I beat Roman Reigns. But then this stupid idiot, thank you, Chris, this stupid idiot Mick Foley is giving him another match at the Royal Rumble for our WWE Universal title. And he's putting Chris in a shark cage.
Yeah, in a shark cage. Have me hanging there like a sexy piñata, like 100 feet in the air.
Not 100. Wasn't 100 feet.
You know, you're right. It's 200 feet in the air. 200 feet hanging there.
Chris,
Not
he's got
200 feet.
I know, but he's got a fear of heights. He's got acrophobia, so
I thought it was arachnophobia.
It's both.
You told me you...
It's both. Okay, what's next? Is Foley gonna put spiders in the cage as I'm hanging 200 feet in the air? You know what's gonna happen if he does that? I'm gonna break out with pimples and blemishes and hives. I could get acne, arachnophobia. Okay? Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how rare it is?
Can't you see what it's doing? He's not even making
It's driving me crazy!
It's not even making any sense. Okay, are you gonna let Foley do that to him? To me? Are you gonna let Foley keep playing favorites like this, or are you gonna do something about this?
Listen, okay? I gotta calm down a little bit. I don't like heights. I don't like shark cages. But I'm gonna ask you this. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to change the show around or do anything unreasonable. But you did say that you're gonna give Roman Reigns a match against somebody for the United States Championship. You know where I'm going with this. You said you're gonna do that tonight. That's right, tonight.
Yeah.
Kevin and I, neither one of us has a match tonight, so...
He's got a great point.
Yeah, you know what? You guys both have excellent points. And if there's anything that I despise, it's an authority figure that abuses their power for some kind of personal vendetta.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
the worst.
You know, now I did say Roman Reigns will be defending the United States Championship in the main event of Raw tonight. And that match will be against the man who defeated him at Roadblock, the Universal Champion, Kevin Owens.
All right.
Good luck out there. Feel free to
thank you.
kibitz in my office.
Oh, thanks. Come on, man. Look, it could have went either way, but this is good. Okay,
it's good.
It's good. It's great. Because you know we are the WWE Universal Champion.
Yeah.
And now tonight we're gonna make history, and we are gonna become United States Champion.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. History.
Yeah.
Tonight.
That's what we make.
That's right. Make that history.
All right.
Well, Kevin Owens looks to make history, trying to take the United States title from Roman Reigns later on tonight.
A big opportunity for Kevin Owens, but look who's here! Time for Hug Life, guys! Come on, Corey, get your hands up.
No.
You know they're coming. Wait for it. It's time for the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube-man!
I finally understand why Ralphie wanted that Red Rider. I could take these stupid things out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bailey.
Coming from the man who visited the Home Alone house in Chicago last night. One of the greatest movies ever. It's been a great few months for Bailey since arriving on Monday Night Raw. Remember, she's 3-0 against the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Yeah, all that talk about Bailey not deserving to be in a WWE ring, well, she has more than proved she is not only deserving to be in a ring, she is deserving of challenging for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, fellas. Let's not forget last week's victory, if you want to call it that, came under a certain degree of controversy.
I love Chicago, holy moly. Look at you, so cute. I hope that Santa got you guys everything that you asked for last night. As for me, well, you guys know, Christmas came early last week because I pinned Charlotte for the 3rd time in a row. And I'm pretty sure that makes me the new #1 contender. You got it, buddy. Ever since I was a kid, all I've dreamt about was holding that women's championship. So I think it's about time. It'd be pretty sweet to replace that replica championship.
Thank goodness someone is here to class up the joint.
And that someone doesn't have a replica championship. She's got the real thing. The Raw Women's title held by Charlotte Flair.
Thank you, Chicago. Sorry to interrupt your cosplay moment. I know how much you like to pretend to be a WWE superstar. But I had to come out here and set the record straight. Did you say that you beat me last week? Yeah, I don't know if your troll headband is on too tight, but you didn't beat me.
I don't know if your robe is on too tight, but I'm pretty sure when the referee counts to 3 and raises your hand, you've won the match.
When the referee raises your hand! You're such a child. Bailey, watch and learn.
Corey had mentioned controversy last week, and this is what we're talking about. Watch the backslide by Bailey. The referee in position, shoulders apparently down for Charlotte, but at the last moment it looked like she slipped her right shoulder up. Now watch the lower part of your screen.
Charlotte's left shoulder clearly leaves the mat before the referee's hand strikes 3.
Clear as day. My shoulder was up before the 3 count. Now, if this happened to someone like you, you would have to deal with the loss and move on with your life. But no, for someone like me, who was born and raised in this business, if my dad gave me any advice over the years, it's to always have a good lawyer always on hand. So, me and my lawyers talked to Stephanie McMahon last night, and we came to a settlement. Due to the referee's error, your victory has been expunged from the record books. That means it never happened. Oh, poor Bailey. You know, I really don't understand why you're so stunned. I mean, is it because you're average and I just can't relate? See, I was born with a silver spoon. That means I didn't wait in lines and I didn't cut out coupons. I know how the system works and I made it work for me. Now, I've been reminiscing a lot about our time at NXT, and I can remember talking to you about how this was your childhood dream. And I can remember seeing the tears in your eyes when you talked about winning the women's championship. Actually, I'm really happy that I can be honest with you now, but I was secretly laughing at you the entire time. Well, I'm not unreasonable, and you know, maybe it's because it's the holiday season. I'll give you a second chance at your childhood dream. Really? Well, the opportunity to defeat me right now.
Well, then let's finish what we started last week, sister.
Oh, I love this. Charlotte versus Bailey. Another opportunity for Bailey here.
But I almost forgot. In the settlement, I was guaranteed a ref that was going to call it down the line.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, this is fair?
What kind of absurd nonsense is this?
Come on, this is Dana Brooke, Charlotte's protege. How is this fair, Corey?
It was a settlement. There were attorneys involved. It works out well for all involved.
Well, we're going to get to this match in a moment, but so much action still to come tonight. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. Charlotte against Bailey. Bailey needs to win to become #1 contender for the Women's Championship.
Here's the problem, though. Dana Brooke, Charlotte's protege, is the special guest referee.
Why is that a problem? If Bayley's as talented and qualified as she claims to be, then Bayley should have no problem winning no matter who the referee is.
Oh, and Charlotte taking advantage of a Dana Brooke admonishing Bayley.
You know darn well, Corey, this is just a setup. This isn't a fair opportunity for Bayley.
Charlotte with another flare chop and a third to Bayley in the corner. And now Charlotte's having fun out there.
It's really nice when your protege is taking her time on the count.
And now mocking Bayley is Charlotte with another chop. And now Bayley turns things around. And funny how Dana Brooke stepped in at that point.
Of course.
Oh, look at this. Belly to the referee.
Bayley should be disqualified immediately.
Well, things happen.
And Charlotte blasting Bayley.
What do you mean things happen, Saxton? You can't attack a referee.
What do you expect? It's not a referee. It's her protege. It's Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke was assigned the referee for this contest.
Just stop it.
No referee. Bayley sent into the corner.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. Here's an actual official. Off the hip toss by Bayley.
Yeah, now we're going to have a fair opportunity for Bayley.
Yeah, things may have evened up here. Bayley cover. Will she knock off Charlotte? And a kick out.
If I were Charlotte, I'd compete under protest. I hope this referee's better than last week.
Protest because you can't cheat.
Charlotte with a knee to the midsection. And now the Raw Women's Champion driving Bayley into the corner.
Shows you how right Charlotte is at the possibility that she can lose to Bayley again.
And Bayley getting fired up, though. Realizes this is her opportunity.
Yeah.
An opportunity to become #1 contender for the Women's Championship.
Why isn't the referee stepping in to do something?
A little bit of leeway.
Go. Bayley, uh-oh. Charlotte's woozy. Bayley up top.
Cross body, cover by Bayley on Charlotte. 2 count and a kick out. Again, Bayley realizing how close she was to knocking off the champion.
Bayley also knows she has what it takes to beat Charlotte. She's proven it before.
Yeah, she's done it on a number of occasions. Looking to do it again tonight.
Smart strategy by the Queen. Great ring awareness.
Oh! Backbreaker and face first into the second turnbuckle. And now Charlotte looks to knock off Bayley here on Raw and a kick out at 2.
Charlotte used that resourcefulness to
perhaps what, Byron?
Put the momentum in her corner. Is that what you want to hear?
Yes, that's exactly what I want to hear, because it's the truth for once coming out of you.
Oh, hold on, maybe not.
The figure 8. Bayley, though, looking for the belly to belly.
Oh, no.
And this could be it to pin the champion again. And now, Dana Brooke screaming and saying, "I'm the ref."
Pete's sake. Dana Brooke's not telling a lie. Dana Brooke is the assigned referee.
Go get her, Bayley.
And now Bayley giving chase. And again, has her hands on the official. And Charlotte from behind, rolling up Bayley, feet on the ropes, quick count. Charlotte with the win.
Here's your winner, the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Yeah, there you go. Thank your protege, Charlotte. She helped you escape. Made you proud champion. Yeah, now watch what happens here. Bayley, obviously, understandably, watch Bayley's shoulders here.
They're down, Byron.
Yeah, with a quick count. A quick count thanks to Dana Brooke. Huh? What was that okay
and
by
also,
you?
Charlotte had her feet on the ropes, by the way. I guess we all ignored that.
I don't want to argue semantics with everybody. It was decided in a court of law that Dana Brooke was the official for this match. I can't change it.
Well,
All
Bayley,
hail the Queen, Byron.
A champion to be proud of.
Bayley's disappointed, but Charlotte picks up the victory here tonight.
Braun! What are you doing, Braun?
I asked him where Sami Zayn was, and he didn't answer me fast enough.
Well, okay, Braun, but listen, I need you focused on your match against Seth Rollins tonight. Okay, you can't be worrying about Sami Zayn.
I'm multitasking. I want Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn.
Well, okay, but here's the problem. We talked earlier tonight. I can't find Sami Zayn. Okay, I can't make him magically appear. But I'll tell you what, okay? I can guarantee that you can face Sami Zayn in a match next week on Raw. Okay?
Good.
Good.
But that's not good enough. You see, I'm not only gonna beat Sami Zayn, I'm gonna make sure that he can't stand when I'm finished with him. And that's why next week, when I face Sami, I want him in a last man standing match.
All right? You got it. But I tell you what, now that I've done something for you, I'd like for you to do something for me. Every time I see you, you are this destructive force. You annihilate everything in your path. And tonight, I want, when you look at Seth Rollins, I want you to see Sami Zayn. I want you to take everything out on Seth Rollins. Show me exactly what you're going to do next week when you face Seth Rollins tonight.
It's like Stephanie McMahon trying to use Braun Strowman to help get rid of the Seth Rollins problem.
Yeah, but how about the last man standing next week, Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn? I hope Seth Rollins is in the right state of mind tonight. Speaking of state of mind, how about the changes in Neville as of late?
Listen, Neville's a guy I've known for a long time, and we all know he's a supremely talented athlete. But I think this new edge is exactly what Neville's career needed.
Why the change in attitude? Well, last week on Monday Night Raw, Neville would explain as he went back to the night before at Roadblock End of the Line when he attacked the Cruiserweight champion.
Last night, I single-handedly destroyed the Cruiserweight champion, Rich Swann, and his little buddy, TJ Perkins. And you people cheered me. You can take your cheers and you can stick them. This is a warning. If your little favorite just so happens to be on 205 Live, well, that's too bad. Because I am going to obliterate the division!
And that is what Neville has on his mind.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the man that gravity forgot, Neville!
The self-proclaimed king of the cruiserweights. Neville makes his cruiserweight debut on Monday Night Raw when he takes on TJ Perkins. Live next. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw, the self-proclaimed king of the cruiserweights set for action. Neville joining us here on commentary, one of the voices of 205 Live Tuesday nights on the WWE Network, Austin Aries. And Austin, what do you think of the new Neville?
Well, much like me replacing Byron Saxton, it's great.
An upgrade.
An upgrade.
A big upgrade.
100%.
Of course, part of 205 Live as well with Mauro Ranallo.
His opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing 175 pounds, TJ Perkins!
Former Cruiserweight champion TJ Perkins set to take on Neville here tonight.
You know, guys, Santa Claus brought my son a video game system, and I took it away from him because I was afraid he may turn out like TJ Perkins someday.
That's a good call, Corey.
TJ Perkins first on the scene of the Cruiserweight Classic this summer, winning the inaugural Cruiserweight Championship. Looks to get back in the hunt for the Cruiserweight title, held by Rich Swann.
Tell you what, as talented as he is, TJ Perkins is in the ring with a real-life video game boss right now in the form of this new Neville.
Neville feels like he's been overlooked. Says that's not going to happen anymore, and he has his sights set on the Cruiserweight gold. What do you expect tonight, Corey, out of Neville?
I expect more of what we've seen recently. Domination. This new attitude from Neville is what he's been lacking for years.
Hashtag 205 Live to talk about this matchup on social media. Of course, 205 Live, the exclusive home of the cruiserweights, every Tuesday night, 10 Eastern, on the WWE Network. Well, it's an exciting hour on television. It was interesting, guys, Austin, that Neville did not shake TJP's hand, which is the custom for the start of cruiserweight matches.
Well, why would he shake his hand? I wouldn't shake his hand.
Drop kick by Perkins.
Neville's the king of the cruiserweights, Cole.
Wait,
TJ Perkins should have kissed Neville's fingers.
Corey, he's self-proclaimed. He hasn't done anything yet in the cruiserweight division except attack Rich Swann. And
listen, I believe it and I say it on air.
Oh,
it might
man,
be true.
Perkins, just like that, may knock off Neville in a kick out.
I'll tell you one thing, guys. When Neville came back with his new attitude, he took a lot of guys by surprise. The book's out on him now after a couple of weeks. These cruiserweights, TJ Perkins, know they got to up the intensity if they want to match what Neville's bringing in the ring.
Neville sent flying now out of the ring off that glancing blow by TJ Perkins.
More of an evasion tactic by Neville, but
Perkins,
my God.
Corkscrew over the top rope. Watch it takes out Neville.
Now stop pandering to the WWE Universe and secure a victory, TJ Perkins.
Oh, what a knee by Perkins. And Perkins up to the top rope, measuring Neville.
You got to be impressed with TJ Perkins out of the gate. TJ knows what he's facing in this attitude that Neville's possessing.
And Perkins crossbody, lateral press, hooks the leg on Neville, and a kick out. Austin, you being a guy who's competed as a cruiserweight and also against the biggest guys in the game, what type of adjustment is it for Neville now going into the cruiserweight division?
Well, one thing he's going to have to his advantage is he's going to be stronger than a lot of his opponents, which hasn't always been the case. Wait a second, Michael Cole. Chicago's showing some love to Austin Aries. I love you too, Chicago. Let's watch the match.
All right, Perkins slides underneath as Neville uses that core strength, and now he connects with a kick right to the side of the head. We are sold out in Chicago tonight, the Allstate Arena, 12,708 WWE fans on hand.
Let's take another look at this.
Oh, and there's a kick right to the side of the face.
Going back to your question, Michael, a lot of times Neville found himself to be the underdog physically. That's not going to be the case here.
And Perkins driven into the barricade. Neville seems like he feels like he's owed something, Corey.
Neville's a bit of a trailblazer. He and D. Brian Kendrick discussed it on 205 Live. Both superstars have carved the path that the entire cruiserweight division are following here in WWE.
Neville with an elbow right to the side of the face, and another one. Very vicious and aggressive style by Neville.
The cruiserweight division completely overlooked Neville, and in a lot of people's opinions, Neville should have been the first one recruited.
I think Neville's gripes were all very warranted. I don't think the people really showed the respect that he deserved. He's been one of the greatest high flyers in WWE since he stepped in here. And frankly, with ears like that, how could he not be? But he needs the respect he deserves, and now he's going to beat it out of people if he has to.
And he's trying to do just that to TJ Perkins, but Perkins lands on his feet. Neville again with an elbow. Perkins looking to quicken the pace.
Fantastic agility by TJ.
Neville surprised that Perkins was still on his feet. Drop kick drives Neville outside the ring. And Perkins,
wrecking ball drop kick, got all of it, but Neville still did not leave his feet.
Right back in the ring, and Perkins looking Neville away. Knees right to the midsection. Hooks the leg. Is it enough here? And a kick out at two. Perkins cannot believe he didn't pick up the win there.
Take a look at this double chicken wing up into a gut buster. Fantastic maneuver by Perkins, but not enough to stop Neville.
Yeah, but he slowed Neville down. Perkins is taking control of the match, at least momentarily. What a right. And Perkins as well. Perkins backing Neville up.
Neville was so explosive with those strikes, so quick. He can change the game just like that.
Neville lands on the apron. Oh, caught by Perkins. And
wow,
Perkins showing some power.
Yeah,
impressive.
Very impressive. Detonation kick right on the ear of Neville.
And Neville is stunned.
Perkins looking for the knee bar.
Yeah, but look at Neville. He's got
There we go.
And he pins Perkins.
Beautiful.
What a counter.
That's a page right out of Austin Aries' book.
He used the tights to pick up the victory, but it was a win nonetheless. And Neville is off and running in the cruiserweight division here on Monday Night Raw as we take a look at the closing moments of this matchup.
You see Perkins with a brutal detonation kick right on the ear of Neville and would try to follow with the knee bar. Rolling through, but Neville just too aware, and a handful of tights won't hurt. Big victory. The momentum continues for Neville.
Neville, you have made quite the impact in the cruiserweight division in a very short amount of time. What do you plan to do next?
You know, it's funny. When you leave a line of bodies in your wake, all of a sudden, everybody wants to talk to you. Well, you Americans usually only talk about me when you're insulting my accent. Or you think that my personality is a little bit too bland for television. Or perhaps you think this face just isn't appropriate for Monday Night Raw. Well, America, it is your ignorance and your arrogance that has prevented you from appreciating me. Now you see, tomorrow you're going to have no choice but to appreciate me, because I am going to beat the Cruiserweight Champion, Rich Swann, because you are looking at the true king of the Cruiserweights.
Well, Austin, it seems like if the challenge is accepted, we could have Neville versus Swann tomorrow night.
I'm excited. It should be explosive.
And some explosive action coming your way still here later on tonight on Monday Night Raw. It is for the United States Championship. Roman Reigns defends the title against Kevin Owens in our main event live tonight. And speaking of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, Corey, I think they could use some sensitivity training the way they've been acting as of late.
I hope you're not including them in the same conversation as that fool Enzo Amore when he had to sit through last week.
Well, speaking of Enzo, let's take it back to last week on Monday Night Raw, where Enzo and a number of superstars were forced to go to a mandatory class.
Hey, this is sensitivity class, bro.
Guys, this isn't the place.
It's not the place.
No. Oh my God! Oh my God!
And this was Rusev and Jinder Mahal. Of course, Rusev with a history with Enzo because of his wife Lana. Jinder Mahal felt like he was insulted by Amore in this sensitivity class.
There was certainly nothing sensitive about this beatdown.
A 2-on-1 assault, a mugging.
Yeah.
Not today. You learn your lesson.
I guess Enzo
would hope, but I don't give Enzo that much credit. As a matter of fact, there you see Enzo in his latest attempt to defraud the Social Security system. Apparently Enzo and Big Cass are going to address the WWE Universe coming up next.
But we are here back on the A Show, Monday Night Raw, live from Chicago. It has been a rough few weeks for Enzo Amore. First the attack in the hotel room by Rusev, and then you saw what happened last week in the sensitivity class.
the situation between Jinder Mahal and Rusev and Enzo Amore. In fact, we're going to show you now the aftermath of this attack. Take a look at the backside of Enzo Amore, courtesy of Rusev and Jinder Mahal last week.
My goodness. This situation with Rusev just keeps escalating.
Maybe Enzo finally learned his lesson.
I wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing?
I'm digging the leopard skin wheelchair, though. Why am I not surprised?
Sensitivity class. That ain't my speed. You see, I don't need a certification. I'm already certified. And I got my degree from Certified G University. And Rusev, you and your ride-along partner, Jinder, swipe left when you see me on Tinder. You must have parked your car off campus on the corner of I Ain't Hard and Soft Boulevard because you're both checking. You had me outnumbered. 2 birds, 1 stone. You got no backbone. Boneless. Chicken tenders. And I hate to be the one to pluck feathers here, you know. But Mama Amore raised a rolling stone. And whether I'm rolling downhill, sledding uphill, rolling in a limo with a bimbo, sitting sideways, going against the wind in a wheelchair, long hair, don't care, it doesn't matter anywhere. Because if you want to kick it, you got no hope in finding me solo. Because it seems to me that my solo cuppa has runneth over. I mean, what do we got over here? A cup of haters. A cup of haters. Cash, I seem to have made a mess and spilt all the haterade. So do me a favor, big man. Step in a box, because you're batting cleanup.
Rusev, you want to trap Enzo in a room and beat him down? Well, how about you trap me in a room and see how well you do? Because you are a coward and you don't have what it takes to do something like that to me. Because you know and I know that if you did, I'd slap the taste right out of your mouth just like that. You got a problem with Enzo? Well, that means you've got a problem with me. And my friend, you do not want to have a problem with me. So if you've got a problem, how about you come out here right now, tough guy, and do something about it?
The challenge has been served up.
Here we go. I feel bad for Big Cass, always having to clean up Enzo's messes.
Here comes the Bulgarian Brute. Rusev.
Yeah, Big Cass finally going to get what he wants. Rusev was coming alone.
Apparently not.
Why would Rusev come alone? Everywhere Enzo is, Big Cass follows. This is just a security plan for Rusev.
Corey, come on. Enzo's in a wheelchair. This is a 2-on-1. The numbers game, obviously, in Rusev and Jinder Mahal's favor here.
That's the MO of Rusev, just like the way Rusev and Lana suckered in Enzo Amore. Now they're trying to corner Big Cass.
Cheap shot on a man who can't walk.
Enzo brought it upon himself.
Oh,
see? Why you can't trust him.
Enzo taking Jinder Mahal out, and now Cass and Rusev going at it.
Rusev can play dirty, so can Enzo. Now we got a fair fight on our hands.
And Big Cass blasting Rusev out of the ring. Enzo knocking Mahal into the wheelchair.
What's going on here?
I think a little bada boom.
Oh, back to Jinder.
And now a big boot. I think this time Enzo and Cass set the trap.
Yeah. How you doing?
Enzo's backside still hurt.
You're gonna get yours, folks. Get yours, folks.
With a well-laid trap by Enzo and Cass, and maybe the architect has figured out some sort of trap or plan or device or something, because Seth Rollins is about to be inside the ring one-on-one with the monster among men, Braun Strowman, later on tonight, right here on Raw.
And Triple H announcing a tournament to crown a new WWE United Kingdom champion. It takes place at the historic Empress Ballroom in Blackpool, England. It's sold out. The only place you're going to have a chance to see it is live on the WWE Network. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw, and there are the Shining Stars handing out the brochures for their timeshare in Puerto Rico. Meanwhile, in the ring, Darren Young, Bo Dallas, Bob Backlund have their certificates that they gained in their sensitivity training class last week.
Oh, that's cool.
You've got the Shining Stars representing Puerto Rico, and you've got the other group representing the island of Misfit Toys.
And this match came about after a confrontation on Facebook Live a little bit earlier on today, when the Shining Stars were trying to sell Bob Backlund a timeshare because it's perfect for old age retired folks like Bob. Bob got fired up. Bo Dallas reminded him, hey, you just graduated from sensitivity class. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it in the ring tonight.
It's all the more reason Backlund should take a trip to the resort. It's lovely down there.
I heard the resort has a rodent problem.
And this is Primo starting things off against Darren Young. Is that a nasty rumor you're starting?
Yes, it is, Saxton. How dare you affect their business with your rumor?
Oh, what a right by Darren.
Because of some personal vendetta you have against Primo and Epico.
I spoke to someone who went there. I didn't make it up.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. The Shining Stars may want to head to that timeshare quickly.
Guys.
Braun Strowman not in the holiday spirit.
Don't just stand there, fellas. Do something.
I think they're just frozen in fear. Bo Dallas just ran into Strowman in a Christmas tree.
There's your first victim.
And Primo runs into a right hand by Braun.
The Annihilation Parade resumes.
Darren Young better wake up fast. The mountain of a man. Barreling through Darren Young. Braun Strowman watched Sami Zayn. Upset Zayn lasted 10 minutes with him at roadblock, and now Epico with a chair.
And Strowman did not budge.
Epico pays for it.
Braun is destroying everything in sight.
Strowman wanted Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn at the same time. Look out, Backlund.
Right into Backlund. Oh, look at Strowman's eyes.
No.
What is Braun?
Oh, my God. 3 men taken out as Strowman just hurled the stairs.
Strowman destroying absolutely anything that moves.
It's clear if Braun Strowman's around, you better evacuate the premises.
I just hope Seth Rollins is watching, aware of what he's getting himself into.
He better be watching his matches coming up, because what did Strowman say to Stephanie earlier? He's multitasking. Look at the destruction. Bodies strewn everywhere.
All caused by one man.
Rollins better bring a bulldozer to clear out the carnage.
Braun Strowman looks hungry for more.
Look at this. A chair shot across the spine
Strowman
from
didn't even
Epico.
move. It didn't even stun it.
Yeah, all it did was annoy Braun Strowman. Watch this. Oh.
Epico thought he was back in Puerto Rico.
And then using
And
Darren Young
Backlund
as a battering ram to take out Bob Backlund.
Darren Young is no longer great again after that. And watch this. Steps through 3 men.
Braun Strowman is clearly out of control.
Strowman stands tall in the ring. Nobody's going to stop him. I guess it's Seth Rollins' turn to try.
Well, Braun Strowman is apparently ready for his match with Seth Rollins.
Let's hope the Architect has a plan and an army.
Yeah, because he meets Strowman live next. And there is the monster among men who just took out 5 men moments ago and now focuses on the Architect, Seth Rollins.
I don't think that statement has ever been spoken before. Someone just ran through 5 superstars to prepare for Seth freaking Rollins.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Monday Night Raw heads to Tampa, Florida next week, and the question is, what state will Seth Rollins be in? Or will Seth Rollins earn the first victory ever over Braun Strowman?
How many pieces will Seth Rollins be in? Listen, I respect the world of Seth Rollins, but the Architect had better dreamed up the blueprint for a miracle tonight.
Look, Seth Rollins has experienced the force of Braun Strowman, and perhaps, maybe to your point, Corey, maybe Seth Rollins has the perfect blueprint to somehow earn a victory over Braun Strowman.
Hey guys, let's give Seth Rollins credit. He came out here tonight, he demanded this match from Commissioner Stephanie McMahon. He couldn't wait to get his hands on Strowman after what Strowman did to him last Monday night.
Yeah, but let's be fair, Sami Zayn demanded to step in the ring with Braun Strowman. We haven't seen Sami Zayn since.
And here we go, Strowman backing Rollins into the corner, and Seth Rollins is going to have to play a cat and mouse game, but what a deal by Strowman. And just like that, Rollins is in deep trouble.
Rollins needs to call an audible quick. We know he's one of the most cunning superstars on the roster, but I don't know how you outsmart power.
And Rollins right to the midsection.
That's one way to do it. Use your quickness.
And try to shoved away by Strowman. Strowman over the top rope. Lands the small of his back on the apron.
Here comes Rollins.
Suicide dive. Strowman still on his feet, driven back to the barricade.
Notice Rollins not letting up.
Well, look at the speed of
And
Strowman.
Strowman with a shoulder tackle turns Rollins inside out.
This is where that wish of Rollins could become a destructive nightmare.
Guys, this is a multi-time WWE champion.
First, the power of Strowman launching Rollins all the way across the ring. If that wasn't scary enough, check out this speed.
Yeah, just turning Rollins inside out.
Braun Strowman taking his time and a clubbing blow across the chest of Rollins.
Like a cinder block to the heart.
So many times we've seen superstars come out here with an early flurry only to be stopped in their tracks.
And Commissioner Stephanie McMahon has got to be loving this after Seth Rollins came out, said he wanted Stephanie's husband Triple H, and then he talked down to the game.
Stephanie wanted Braun to send a message to Sami Zayn through Seth Rollins.
And Strowman just having his way. Rollins lands on his feet. There's a kick. Side of the face. Strowman felt that one. Oh, now into the shoulder, the post shoulder first.
Braun Strowman is vulnerable right now. Can Seth take advantage?
Rollins, there's the knee to the side of the face. Strowman still on his feet.
Yeah, but on wobbly legs is Braun Strowman.
Strowman is staggered. This could be the opportunity Rollins needs.
And Seth again this time. Strowman almost went down.
Rollins thinking just keep striking from any angle, any direction.
I'm not quite sure Strowman knows where he's at. Well, yeah, he does.
Oh, my God.
Driving Rollins into the corner. Rollins could not take the big man off his feet. Strowman, ran into a boot. And another one by Rollins. Courageous effort here tonight by Seth.
Rollins.
The blockbuster. Strowman's down. Strowman's down.
We might see the impossible become the possible.
Yeah, but look how quickly Strowman got back to his feet after the blockbuster. No way.
Oh, no. Seth was looking for a pedigree, and Strowman launched him over the top rope.
At one moment, you thought for a second Seth Rollins might be able to hook that pedigree.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Like being run over by a truck.
Braun Strowman is just pre-programmed to attack.
Uh-oh.
Strowman making his wish after all.
Yeah, remember Strowman and Zayn next week on Raw. For the last man standing match. And Sami Zayn now attacking Strowman from behind. Zayn, who lost in 10 minutes with Strowman at roadblock, isn't done. He believes he had Strowman beat after the Haluma kick at roadblock.
Some say if Sami had one more minute, he would have defeated Braun Strowman.
Well, if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough. Yeah, I don't know what Sami Zayn's thinking right now.
I'll tell you what he's thinking. He's thinking about sending a message to Strowman. Now Strowman in pursuit, and Sami Zayn heading out of the arena. A hit-and-run attack by Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn just threw chum in a pool full of sharks.
And next week he's got that shark in a last man standing match. And look who's here!
Oh, no.
To pick the bones of a shattered Rollins. Jericho Codebreaker.
Jericho like a hyena picking at the remains of Rollins.
Yeah, Jericho was hoping Braun Strowman was going to take care of Seth Rollins. When that didn't happen, all right, Jericho here to pick up the pieces.
A long simmering rivalry here. Two men at roadblock, and finally a number of officials coming out to separate Jericho from Rollins, who was beaten to hell by Strowman, and now just suffered a code breaker at the hands of Jericho.
If there was ever any doubt in your mind if Strowman was for real, that is a former WWE champion, Seth Rollins, one of the top superstars that can barely stand after an encounter with the monster among men. And a code breaker.
Oh, not again! And again, Jericho! Seth is hurt bad. Like a vulture, Chris Jericho picked at the bones of a shattered Rollins.
And saunters off with pride.
Guys, if go back to the Strowman story for one moment. If you're Sami Zayn and you know you have a last man standing match next week, what the hell are you thinking about attacking Strowman tonight and making him even more mad?
Well, considering it's going to be the last time the WWE Universe ever sees Sami Zayn, you probably want to put up a good fight.
Well, this is an example of what Sami Zayn's going to have to deal with. Rollins tried to execute the pedigree instead. Watch the speed running through the architect.
And after Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman went out into the WWE Universe, Jericho, lying in wait, would pick the bones.
Yeah, like a thief in the night. Codebreaker delivered to Seth Rollins. And with Rollins could barely stand, Jericho figured, I'm going to do it one more time.
That's hurt bad.
Kevin, you have a chance to hold both the WWE Universal Championship as well as the United States Championship if you can defeat Roman Reigns tonight. Any insight into your preparation for that match?
Well, look, I can't answer your question because I tuned out as soon as your mouth started making noise. But what I can tell you is I'm very happy about what just happened. Did you see what just happened? Random stranger? Did you see my best friend take out the closest thing that Roman Reigns has to a friend in WWE, that scumbag Seth Rollins? He's done. You know what that means? That means tonight, there's no doubt, we will have a new United States champion, and his name, their names, are Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I saw. I did see it. You saw me take Rollins out of commission. He is out for the night. You know what that means, Kevin? That means Reigns is all alone. So tonight, Kevin and Chris will own Roman Reigns, and then we're gonna own the WWE United States Championship tonight.
You and I, WWE Universal Champion and WWE United States Champion. Let's get out of here. She's annoying me. Let's go get ready for this match.
Chuck.
Come on, champ.
Tonight, when Bayley had given Goldust a Bayley Bear, a Christmas present, in honor of Goldust's dad, the late great Dusty Rhodes, before Anderson and Gallows got involved.
Hey, man, Bayley just gave Hold on. Hey, Anderson! No, that wasn't cool.
Disrespectful kid. They seem to like it.
You know, Byron, I understand how it can come across as disrespectful, but you and I both know Dusty very, very well. I think Dusty would have appreciated what Anderson and Gallows did. If they're not paying attention, you make them pay attention.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Chicago, y'all ready for this? It's for you. This one for you. You want it? You got it. The golden truth. What's up? What's up? What's up? The golden truth. A dynamic duo is in the house. The golden truth. What it's all about. What's up? What's up? What's up? The golden truth. Pay attention, I'm about to mention the golden truth in this remix edition. I'm R-Truth, they call me R-Trizzo. He's Goldust, I call him Goldizzo. It's like that, as a matter of fact. See, we like to turn it up everywhere we at. We too talented, son of a gun. Dancing, rapping, joking, having fun. Tell them step up, test their luck. The golden truth, leave them stuck like Chuck. What's up? What's up? What's up? The golden truth.
Golden Truth in a mood after what Anderson and Gallows did to the Bayley Bear earlier on. Tag team action here on Monday Night Raw.
Come on, Saxon, you honestly can't tell me. Oh! Can't tell me what?
And Goldust unloading on Carl Anderson.
You can't tell me Dream wouldn't approve of two guys coming out and handling their business.
Knows darn well the Dream, as well as Goldust, built their lives, their careers on respect, and that was extremely disrespectful what Gallows and Anderson did.
And Goldust ticked off, taking it. Anderson backed off by the official here.
Goldust himself is so protective of his father's legacy. For these two, Gallows and Anderson, to just completely throw that away is disgraceful.
R-Truth, the big hip toss to Anderson. Anderson and Gallows believe they're going to be tag team champions here in WWE one day. Going to do anything they can to get there. Teams like
Goldust and R-Truth stand in their way.
That's the thing about Gallows and Anderson. They love to brag about coming to WWE with huge guaranteed contracts, yet haven't been able to reach the pinnacle.
Gallows in, the big Luke Gallows. Truth trying to fight out of the corner. Anderson, though.
Oh,
there's a big boot from Gallows.
Educated feet of Gallows. All that time spent training in Japan. Wow. Lights out, Truth.
6'8" frame being put to well usage by Gallows.
This keeps up. Truth and Goldust are going to be worried about a lot more than a Bailey Bear. Tag to Anderson. Rough and tough as they come, Corey.
Absolutely right. It's just a matter of time before Anderson and Gallows really hit their stride and, in my opinion, become tag team champions.
No question what Gallows and Anderson are capable of. Chance to ascend to the...
Oh, man. What a kick.
Cover. Hook of the leg on Truth. Did he get him? Almost had him. 2.5.
Chance for Gallows and Anderson to move up in the tag team rankings with a win here.
But again, Byron, you don't have to. Let's take another look back at this before I correct you again. Wow, right on the jaw. You don't have to like Anderson and Gallows' methods, but what they did was it was effective. They came out there and they made a statement. They tore apart a toy. It got under Goldust's skin. Now Anderson and Gallows get to do what they do best.
Get it. Use controversy to give yourself an advantage. I understand.
You know who taught me that, Byron?
Oh! The Dream.
Absolutely right.
Heel kick caught in. Luke Gallows right in the mouth.
Right now the Dream's son is dying for a tag.
Tag to Anderson, tag to Goldust, and here comes Goldust. Running clothesline and another right hand.
Somehow Goldust defies the laws of aging. The longer he's around, the faster he gets and the harder he hits.
A little extra motivation too behind every one of those blows for Goldust.
Power slam. Little timeout for Anderson to go, maybe not.
Yeah. Goldust the aggressor.
Goldust fired up here tonight.
Come on now, huh? Huh? Come on now.
Well, look, Anderson brought this upon himself.
Corey, I can't remember when we've seen Goldust this vicious.
I'm going to agree with you.
You hit a personal chord with that man, Goldust. Now you're paying for it, Anderson.
There's the running bulldog. Gallows going to pay as well. Anderson from behind. Shoulders are down. Got him.
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
You don't have to like it, Saxton, but Gallows and Anderson are headed to the pay window.
Yes, they are.
Anderson and Gallows impressive here tonight, live on Monday Night Raw from Chicago.
Well, there you see the Cruiserweight champion, Rich Swann. Earlier tonight, the king of Cruiserweights, Neville, threw down a challenge. Will Rich Swann accept? We will find out next.
This is Horner from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing 170 pounds. He's the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Rich Swann.
And his Cruiserweight action, and that means back with us here at the commentary table, none other than 205 Live's Austin Aries. Austin, the question now is, will Rich Swann, will he take the challenge from earlier tonight by Neville to have a one-on-one match tomorrow night on 205 Live?
I don't see any reason why he would not. Rich Swann's been a fighting champion. He's got a lot of heart, but will he bite off more than he can chew?
What do you think, Corey?
I think Austin's exactly right. Rich Swann's a proud champion. That said, I don't know it's the smartest decision in the world, the mood Neville's been in lately.
Yeah, exactly. And Neville, if Swann does accept this challenge, Neville with a win tomorrow night could put himself in a hunt for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Matter of fact, I think there's a very good chance Daivari could topple Rich Swann tonight.
Indeed, as Swann now gets set to take on Daivari, who has been rather aggressive as of late.
Well, he was embarrassed by Jack Gallagher. He should be aggressive. And I wonder if Jack Gallagher's in the back of his mind. He's going to try to send a little statement to Jack with the Cruiserweight champion, Rich Swann, right here.
You might be right, Austin.
And Daivari wasting little time going after Rich Swann.
This is going to be a big contrast in styles to Jack Gallagher, who Daivari's been in the ring with lately.
Yeah, Daivari, of course, realizes what an opportunity this is for him against the Cruiserweight champion. Swann with the right hand. Wow. And Swann, oh man, he is so athletic. It's swatted away, though, by Daivari. Oh, there's the neck breaker.
Folded him in half.
Here's the cover. Could he pin the champ? Oh, and I thought he had him.
Daivari knows very well that a victory over the champion tonight immediately propels him to the top of the list for Cruiserweight Championship contenders. We've seen Daivari perform the frog splash. Oh! Magic carpetless ride, Corey. Call it what you will. It was nobody home, and Rich Swann continues to build momentum.
Yeah, Rich Swann, again, the champion, kick right to the midsection. And Swann, oh!
Double stomp to the spine of Daivari. Swann's all fired up. Everybody knows Rich Swann's a high flyer when he's athletic.
Oh!
Right there.
Good night,
Home run. His striking game is amazing, too.
Here is your winner, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Rich Swann.
Rich Swann continues to impress. He loves to entertain and he loves to win. And now the question is, will Rich Swann take on Neville tomorrow night? Watch this action, Corey. The double stop right to the spine.
That could have been, that was the beginning of the end for Daivari. Swann lining up and delivering a kick like only he can. Wham!
Austin, how can you not be impressed?
I'm slightly impressed. Cole. You can't deny either way, Rich Swann continues to build momentum in his reign as champion.
Rich, congratulations on your victory. Now, I was hoping to get your reaction to Neville's words from earlier tonight.
You know, Neville, he claims to be the king of the cruiserweights. But it seems to me, he's a royal sourpuss. But despite that, underneath all the grease and the bitterness, Neville is still one of the best athletes in the WWE. So if it's a fight Neville wants, it's a fight Neville will get.
Oh, Neville from behind just as Swann accepts the challenge.
Choose your words carefully, Swann. You wanted a fight, you're getting a fight.
Yeah, he got an ambush is what he got. You guys get an opportunity to call this match tomorrow night on 205 Live.
Oh my God, if there's going to be a match to have. Swann may not make it to tomorrow night.
Neville just uber aggressive over the past few weeks. A completely different attitude.
The King staking his claim to the Cruiserweight division.
Now Neville, after he attacked Swann from behind, ambushed him, threw him back first into the apron, dragged him into the ring, and now to humiliate him further.
Now watch, all these people have been booing Neville, now they all stand on their feet. It's a sight to behold, there's no denying that. And the red arrow is the dagger to the Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, but will Neville be able to hit that tomorrow night on 205 Live on the WWE Network against Swann? He won't have the opportunity to attack Swann from behind tomorrow.
Is Rich Swann going to even make it to 205 Live tomorrow night, Michael? And if he does, what kind of shape's he going to be in?
This is a very dangerous Neville. The challenge was accepted by Swann. And then Neville blindsiding the champion.
Neville put the Cruiserweight division on notice and wasted no time acquiring the target.
Yeah, but Corey delivering the red arrow after the ambush and the subsequent assault. Can Neville knock off the champion tomorrow night? It happens on 205 Live after SmackDown on the WWE Network, 10 Eastern. Austin and Corey will be there calling all the action. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Goldberg's journey to this 2017 Royal Rumble match on the road to WrestleMania begins on Monday Night Raw next week, live in Tampa. Coming up next, we take a look back at his incredible return to WWE.
Daivari, that was a tough loss to Rich Swann. What would you say the factors were that led to your defeat?
The only factor in my loss tonight was the possible interference from that scoundrel, Jack Gallagher. If it wasn't for... What are you doing here?
Excuse me, did you just call me a scoundrel? As an extraordinary gentleman, I will happily allow you the ability to retract your baseless slander.
You are a scoundrel!
Well, Mr. Daivari, I'm afraid you have impugned my character, and honor dictates that we must settle this in the traditional manner. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel? Who are you, Alexander Hamilton?
No, I believe if I have American history correct, I'm more like Aaron Burr.
What the hell was that?
That might be my favorite thing that happened all year on Raw. We're going to have a duel on 205 Live.
Extraordinary challenge by an extraordinary
Saxton,
gentleman. I love
stop it. Just you doing that impugned his character.
What?
But what's the duel going to be? What do you think it's
I
gonna
don't
be?
know. It's Gallagher.
We're
It
gonna
doesn't
find
matter.
out.
It's awesome.
205 Live tomorrow night, WWE Network at 10 Eastern. But it's been quite the year here in WWE. We did see the debut of the Cruiserweight division and the return of the iconic Goldberg. It started out with Goldberg being a part of the WWE 2K17 video game. But then at Survivor Series, Fantasy Warfare just got real.
Other than Stephanie McMahon. And Stephanie says, Goldberg, you're right. You did have one more spear. You had one more jackhammer. You had one hell of an ass kicking left in you. But then she looked me right in the eyes and she said, but do you have one more title run left in you? Then Stephanie says, the road to the title match is through the Royal Rumble. So you bet your ass I got one more title run left in me. At the Royal Rumble match, everyone is next.
And Goldberg has 29 other men to worry about. One of them, a vengeful Brock Lesnar. The Royal Rumble match in San Antonio's Alamodome. Remember the Rumble as the road to WrestleMania gets underway in 5 weeks.
And we may get some pre-Royal Rumble fireworks because look who's coming back to town. Goldberg will be here live next week on the first Monday Night Raw of 2017.
Live in Tampa.
Well, Goldberg may be coming back to town, but Sami Zayn could be leaving town once and for all, because Sami Zayn will be in a last man standing match against the monster among men, Braun Strowman. Sami, thanks for coming.
The WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens, hoping to win the United States title for his other shoulder here tonight.
His other shoulder, or his best friend, co-Universal and United States champions, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. I like the sound of that.
I forgot about the team Kevin and Chris show.
I think the Kevin and Chris show is out of control now. You think those egos are inflated enough? Imagine if Kevin Owens wins the United States Championship.
Hey, the reason he's Universal Champion right now is because of Chris Jericho and what he did 8 nights ago at Roadblock. Well, Chris Jericho will be part of ESPN with the coach this coming Wednesday night at 9 Eastern.
Yeah, Kevin Owens depends on Chris Jericho like a fish depends on water.
Kevin Owens has the opportunity to become a double champion if he can beat Roman Reigns for the United States title. It's live next.
I certainly hope so.
Well, there's Kevin Owens, the WWE Universal Champion, hoping to become a double champion tonight.
We found out at the beginning of the night Roman Reigns is in a bad mood after what went down involving Braun Strowman. Reigns going to look to focus all of that energy on the WWE Universal Champion.
And in 5 weeks, Roman Reigns heads to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Remember the Rumble as Kevin Owens defends the WWE Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. The caveat here, Kevin Owens' best friend, Chris Jericho, will not be allowed to interfere again because he'll be suspended in a shark cage above the ring.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because Kevin Owens knows without Chris Jericho in the equation, Kevin Owens becomes a highly endangered species.
Kevin Owens may be endangered tonight, knowing the mood Reigns is in.
Reigns was ready for a fight. You mentioned it, Corey, to start off Monday Night Raw. Now he's finally going to get it.
We know Kevin Owens has made a career out of capitalizing on opportunities. And tonight, what an opportunity for KO to become a double champion right here on Raw.
Big Fight Field at the Allstate Arena in Chicago.
That is a man who lives for the big fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United States Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing 266 pounds. He is the WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. His opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds. He is the United States Champion, Roman Reigns.
This is our main event. We are sold out in Chicago. 12,708 WWE fans on hand. Roman Reigns to your right, Kevin Owens to your left. Owens looking to win the United States Championship. Hashtag US title. To talk about this matchup on social media, and that's what it's all about. Roman Reigns, a very proud United States champion. A title that has been held by more than a dozen WWE Hall of Famers. For Owens, it's about becoming a double champion and knocking off his nemesis, Roman Reigns. And here we go, match is underway. What does Owens need to do, Corey, to win the title?
Get inside the mind of Roman Reigns. We've yet to see Kevin get really deep in the mind of Roman to where KO can truly excel.
Byron, how does Roman keep the championship?
Roman's got to use the same drive and determination he's utilized to defeat Kevin Owens in the past. You got to carry that with you tonight and carry it on to the Royal Rumble.
Reigns with his power, collar and elbow tie up, backs Owens into the corner. And gives a clean break.
Well, how ironic was it? Just a week ago, we were talking about the opportunity for Roman Reigns to become a double champion at Roadblock, and now Kevin Owens with that same opportunity.
Fiery crowd as normal here in Chicago, celebrating their holiday week with us. Owens right to the midsection, side headlock by the Universal Champion KO. Again, much like we saw at Roadblock, guys, Kevin Owens seems like he's going to employ the strategy of using his big body size to wear down Reigns.
While Reigns definitely has a power advantage, Kevin might actually be the more skilled grappler. Keeping Roman in close quarters could benefit Kevin Owens.
Owens kick to the midsection and right back to the side headlock. Reigns completes the separation, shoulder tackle this time, knocks down Owens. That's about marking your territory.
And again, Owens is going to make Roman Reigns think about it a little bit.
But Roman's patient, Corey.
I completely agree. Roman Reigns is patient, and we've seen in their past encounters, Kevin Owens hasn't been able to get as deep inside of Roman's mind as Kevin would like. That said, KO definitely came into tonight with a game plan.
As we wrap up 2016, the pressure now will start to mount for not only these two, but all the superstars in WWE as we inch closer to the road to WrestleMania. And now Kevin Owens, runs into a right hand.
Roman wasn't going to fall for the trap there, but Owens tried to lay.
You figure the more familiar you become with an opponent, the harder it is to get inside their head, the better you know their tricks. That was a perfect example.
Now KO with a couple of right hands. One right to the bridge of the nose of Reigns. And these two have beaten the hell out of each other the past few weeks. Owens whipped into the ropes, and Reigns telegraphed that one, and Owens made him pay. And this time it's Roman Reigns building momentum with a wicked clothesline.
That was the explosively dynamic offense that...
Wait a minute!
Oh, no.
Chris Jericho rushing to the ring. Owens' best friend is here. Kevin Owens looking to take advantage. DDT.
Not like this.
Hook of the leg. Looks to put Reigns away, and kicks out at 2.
Oh, this is how it's going to go down again.
And there's the senton, again covered by Owens to win the United States Championship, and Reigns stays in it.
All too familiar scene.
Chris Jericho once again sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Owens looking to win the U.S. title. And on Monday Night Raw, this is our main event. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns for Reigns' United States Championship. Kevin Owens' buddy Chris Jericho outside the ring almost gave Kevin Owens a victory before the commercial break. Guys, that will not happen when Owens meets Reigns for the Universal title at the Rumble.
And again, you see why Kevin Owens is so upset that he won't have Jericho's assistance at the Royal Rumble.
Because Jericho's going to be locked 200 feet in the air in a shark cage.
As he should be.
It's like 200 feet, but you get the point.
Should be higher.
Roman Reigns whipped across the ring, and Reigns with a clothesline. Glancing over his shoulder at Jericho.
Yeah, that's the key. Now, everything you do against Kevin Owens, you constantly have to keep an eye on Jericho on the outside of the ring.
Oh, what a kick! Mocking Reigns. Cannonball!
Right on the money.
Cover by Owens to win the United States Championship in a 2 count. And can you imagine if Owens walks out of here with the U.S. title tonight? And the Universal Championship.
I wouldn't be surprised. Kevin Owens takes that United States title back to Canada and puts a maple leaf on it.
Why would you say that, Byron?
He probably would.
Kevin Owens is proud of the time he spends here in the United States.
He's actually said that before.
And they are jammed into the Allstate Arena in Chicago tonight, sold out. 12,708 WWE fans. And it's a big fight field for our main event. Roman Reigns, the United States champion, putting his title on the line against the WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Owens in control. Owens' buddy Chris Jericho at ringside. Raucous crowd here tonight, and look at this scene in the Alamo Dome at the Rumble in 5 weeks. When Owens meets Reigns, high above the ring there's going to be a shark cage, and inside that shark cage is going to be Chris Jericho. He won't be able to interfere at the Rumble pay-per-view event.
Yeah, you know what? The Rumble pay-per-view event, Roman Reigns United States Championship isn't on the line. Tonight, it is. Tonight, Roman Reigns could very well lose everything important to him.
Yeah, look at the flip side, though. What if Roman Reigns wins tonight, maintains ownership of the United States Championship, and then goes on to beat Kevin Owens and become the WWE Universal Champion?
Again, Owens just wearing Reigns down, using his 280-pound frame. The chin lock on Reigns. Jericho talking trash.
Yeah, Kevin Owens' little devious insurance policy.
Kevin Owens saying that he and Chris would be co-United States champions if he won tonight.
Yeah, conveniently when Jericho's around, he says that.
Would you stop trying to drive a wedge, Saxton?
Driving a wedge, I'm calling it like I see it.
Your vision is skewed.
Reigns trying to fight back into this match. Kevin's got that chin lock cinched in good.
Reigns trying to dig deep.
He's got to get back to his feet. Able to do that.
Step one accomplished. Now create some separation. Reigns is working on it.
Finally does, but how much does Reigns have left? Owens again. Knee to the midsection. Reigns dumped out of the ring. Now remember, in order to win the title, Owens will need Reigns back in the ring because championship will only change hands tonight via pinfall or submission. Countout doesn't work for KO.
There's nothing wrong with utilizing the referee's 10 count to inflict maximum damage.
That's what Kevin Owens is doing.
They're going to watch out for Jericho.
Oh, man!
Hitting. And a drive-by by Reigns. And now Owens.
Almost put Owens through the wall.
Now it's Owens that is in trouble.
Now it's Reigns on the attack.
Reigns with a boot. And now a Samoa drop. Cover to retain his title. Almost had him. Near fall for Reigns.
Reigns knows he has Kevin Owens reeling.
Veteran instinct of Kevin Owens rolling outside of the ropes.
Yeah, but the instinct of Reigns says don't let him get far.
But Reigns hung up by Kevin Owens. And now KO. Oh, a backstabber. Is it enough to win the United States Championship? Almost had him 2.5. Owens barking at the referee.
Owens needs to stay focused on the task at hand, and that's the big dog, the United States champion, whose title's on the line.
Now watch Owens here, perfect position. Boom, the backstabber.
Like Owens just received some instruction from his best friend on the outside, Chris
Looking for
Jericho.
The pop-up power bomb. Reigns hanging on. Man, Owens caught him good.
Oh, the bridge of Reigns' nose.
Ooh. Owens suffers one as well. And Kevin Owens with a right.
And now it's who can hit harder.
Well, went for the kick.
Oh, look at the power of Reigns.
Sit-out power bomb. Reigns to retain. Owens with a shoulder up.
Barely. Game-changing power possessed by Roman Reigns.
Jericho playing cheerleader. Trying to keep his buddy KO in this thing.
Say shut up. That's all he does. Both these men have taken so much out of each other. Pushed each other so hard. Uh-oh, lock and load, Roman Reigns. Target in mind.
Oh, missed with a Superman punch. Kevin Owens rolls him up. Trying to win the championship and a kick out of 2 near fall. Superman punch! Cover! Inside leg hook! Owens stays alive!
Reigns got all of that Superman punch. You could see the knees of Kevin Owens just buckle upon impact.
That was Reigns talking to himself. He thought he had put Owens away.
As familiar as these two superstars are with each other, it doesn't decrease the frustration every time you think you're right there at the finish line.
Reigns is feeding off the WWE fans. And Jericho up on the apron again.
Watch out.
And Kevin Owens.
Codebreaker.
A codebreaker. Jericho's move to win the United States Championship. Reigns stays alive. Remember, Jericho will not be allowed to do this at the Rumble match. Between these two, there's Rollins. Seth Rollins. Some payback. 2 codebreakers from Jericho to Rollins earlier tonight.
Uh-oh.
Rollins pedigree.
Yeah, Jericho and Owens thought they were done with Rollins for the evening.
Oh, and a super kick to Rollins by KO.
Owens better keep his eyes behind him.
Spear! Reigns! Reigns retains!
Here's your winner and still the United States champion, Roman Reigns.
Who needs a shark cage tonight when you got Seth Rollins?
Yeah, the Jericho factor was no go, and Roman Reigns is still your United States champion.
You saw Roman kiss the United States title. That's how much that championship means to Roman Reigns. And listen, a lot of bad blood between these 2 former Shield members in the past, but both men trying to put it behind them as they battle common enemies and Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. In this situation, truer words have not been spoken.
Reigns and Rollins, guys, I don't think they're done.
Seth Rollins gonna get himself some pedigree.
One for Jericho, now one for Owens.
Yeah, both with somebody else's name attached to them. You know who Seth Rollins wants.
How about a
spear? And it's Reigns and Rollins who get the last laugh tonight. And now Roman Reigns focuses on the Rumble pay-per-view and Kevin Owens Universal Championship. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2017 live from Tampa.